A while ago, I used to do blogs, and I remember doing a blog on Matthew, the seventh chapter, and it was, "Judge not that ye be not judged, for with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye meet, it shall be measured to you again." It's a known fact that when you're working for Christ, you're being looked at by someone who's either not in God like they should or not in God at all. That's life. But you also have Christians who are in the same church with you. They're supposed to be levels ahead. They're at a level one. There's nothing rooted in them. They're just at church for the attendance part. Instead of focusing on the Word of God, they're focused on everyone else in the church. We got to remember, you will never grow spiritually looking at someone else. Focusing on their life and their input and work in the church. What does their work have to do with your work? The answer is nothing at all. It's sad for anyone to be like this, but it's sadder to the ones who've been in church for over 10 plus years, even longer than that. All of the work you put into looking at your neighbor, you could be putting in that work for yourself. If you look at yourself and work on growing spiritually, putting in your work for yourself, then you will see your neighbor wanting to do more, wanting to grow more, because they see that change in you. Get your mind off everyone else and put it on yourself. Be that light and bear that light so that your growth could want to motivate someone else to grow. And the breakdown for Matthew 7 is pretty much, do not judge others that you will not be judged, for you will be treated as you treat others. The standard you use in judging is the standard by which you will be judged. Put your work in and pray for that person. Help that person. Treat them the way you would want to be treated, and a change will come. Secondly, and I used to say this all the time watching my mother, who was an apostle, how she just worked and worked and worked, and she would feel sometimes that her work was in vain, but she kept going. You got to give your pastor, your apostle, your elder, your bishop the respect they deserve, especially the hard-working ones, the ones who truly love God, the ones you see just going at it and expecting nothing in return. Hebrews 13:17, obey them that have the rule over you and submit yourselves. For they watch for your souls, as they must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. Being over an entire church is a lot of work and can be draining. Just like you want them to keep you in prayer, keep them in prayer. They need it. If they ask you to do something regarding the church, be obedient. It shouldn't be a problem at all. Not looking at someone else to do it or not helping at all is up to the members to bring in the flock and not the preachers if they're doing the jobs. Help them and respect them. It's really time for a change in the church. So many churches are going down spiritually because there's no work being put in. Many go to church on Sunday, but that's it. The Bible is sitting on the table Monday through Saturday, not being open at all. And there's no excuse now because the Bible's on the phone app too. So, no prayers being said during the week, only through the pastor on Sunday morning. And then you wonder why things are crumbling for you. There's only so much the pastor can do. You have to pray just like they pray. 1 Chronicles 16:11, seek the Lord in his strength. Seek his face continually. You want to see improvement and change in your life in the world, you have to pray each and every day. This goes for me first and then for anyone and everyone else. You want to see change in your life. You want to grow spiritually. It's up to you and you only. You can't hold anyone accountable for your life and your mistakes. Just move forward and get yourself together, especially the ones who hold titles.